the trends we're seeing in financial services, specifically with initiatives for women and engaging of women and recruiting of women, are continuously evolving, and we're thrilled to see that the ripples that started last year have turned into some quite nice tidal waves, not yet significant enough, but certainly meaningful, in that we are seeing more firms genuinely engaging a thought process in a very decided effort to recruit not only women into more senior roles, but equally into an advisory type of a role. To point, I think one of the most exciting parts of this is that they're looking at bringing on board advisors, women advisors that don't necessarily have a book of business. And why this is meaningful, I think, is twofold. Number one, because when you require a book of business, by definition, given the percentages of advisors who are women in our industry, you have narrowed that pool. But secondarily, when you're creating an opportunity for a woman to come into this business as an advisor without a book of business, but really looking at a skill set, then you really are looking at true talent, and that can only be beneficial for our industry. The question of millennials is a question that is being answered in a real-time basis. And it takes almost a futurist to really think about how we're going to create the perfect or the right organization to attract that massive talent base, not only from a workforce base, but from the population that is going to inherit trillions of dollars from their boomer parents, or sometimes their next-gen parents. And they're different in what they look for. They certainly look for a greater work-life balance. They look for a firm that offers them a voice. They look for a firm that offers very clear and institutionalized and direct training and mentoring. They look for a firm that is understanding that they are different, that they consume information differently, that they learn differently. And they're driven by factors that do not diminish their desire to succeed and their desire to be promoted and take on greater responsibility, but they're not going to do that at the cost of being able to have a fully engaged, enriched personal life. And that, I think, is in stark contrast to perhaps what the boomer generation of women was looking for, simply because that was not an option that was available to them. It is really a sign of the evolution of the times, and I'm personally very grateful that we are here at this point and have that ability to offer those options and those opportunities to millennial talent.